So that shiny new game just came out, Skull and Bones, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game for some first impressions. Keep in mind this is not a full review, this is a quick look at the game. I played the game for around an hour and a half, so I'll show some footage of the game while describing it and giving a few thoughts on it. Okay, so before I even played this game, I played the open beta for about 30-ish minutes a few days ago, which was where I created and customized a character and also did a pretty big ship battle. So when I started the actual game today, I expected to be able to start a new save or something, but I didn't see any option to create a new save, so my character carried over from the open beta, so I didn't get to play the beginning scene again or recreate my character. I started off in a dinky little boat and headed to the island where I talked to a pirate chief officer. Everyone is washing up on the island after the ship battle, so you have nothing to your name as you're a survivor as well. The pirate gives you a contract to recover some items, and also each time that you take a contract, you'll receive some type of reward for completing that contract. The contract difficulty and the contract rewards will vary. This beginning part I'll just skip over and get to the good stuff. Once you're done with all of that, you're now your own captain and you have a small crew. You all make your way to St. Anne, which is a town of sorts, and speak with John Skurlock, who's in charge of that whole area. You become one of his captains, and now you can start doing some actual contracts given by some people around St. Anne. Before we go on though, I do have to talk about how bad this game looks on my end. This game really does not look that good. The scenery, the characters, none of it. Either I really messed up my settings somehow, or this just ain't it. The performance was not that good either, even with DLSS on. I was around 70 FPS mostly, but it dipped frequently, causing stuttering. It's possible that the issue is caused on my PC somehow, but it just was not running the smoothest for me. After talking to John, I made my way over to a vanity shop. You can change how your character looks here, and you can also purchase and put on different clothing. Oh, and this is also an online game as well. You'll see other people walking around the same areas that you do, as well as their ships sailing around. I tried using the chat, but it said it was currently unavailable. But I had several people invite me to their group, and even someone invite me to their game. Back to the main story now, I talked to a shipwright and did a contract to collect wood for a new ship, and then talked to the carpenter to get tools so I can get resources. You can set waypoints on the map if you need help getting around as well. Before you set sail though, you have more options here. You can manage your cargo, manage your ship, repair your ship, and change your ship if you have multiple of them. While on your ship, you can switch to first person, which I actually like a lot. I assumed I'd have to leave the ship to get resources, but no, just be nearby and time it correctly. Okay, now I'll skip over some stuff, and I got a new ship. I made some cannons and cannonballs from the blacksmith, and then got a contract from said blacksmith to sink some ships. Everything costs money and resources, by the way, and the best way to get those is by doing contracts. So, customizing. I manually placed the cannons that I bought, and then I began customizing my ship a little bit. There's various customizations here that you can do. It's not too bad. One thing that's actually really cool that you can do from your ship is you can shoot off fireworks. I kept doing that actually. And you can use your spyglass to get information on nearby resources and ships, which is pretty useful. I think the ship combat is some serious fun. Once you do enough damage to a ship, you can then board a ship for even more loot than you'd get for just destroying it. Boarding is a bit of a stretch though. Your crew throws ropes over to that ship and then reels it in. There's a little animation to it, and that's it. I really didn't do much else in the time that I played. I accepted contracts, I got items, I delivered items, I destroyed ships, all while getting more and more resources that I can use to upgrade my ship. You can buy different weapons, upgrade your weapons, buy cosmetics, and things of that nature. There doesn't seem to be that much story in this game. It's mostly focused around upgrading your ship and doing contracts. There's also a job board to accept contracts, a bounty board to go after bounties, and there's a few other areas like the warehouse where you can store your items. There's also the mail. I got some free items from that. And then there's a couple shops and a place to cook some food. I'd say the cons to this game are the graphics, the performance, and the lack of overall story, if you count that as a negative, that is. This game is just starting out, so hopefully the performance can be improved upon. I'm a little mixed overall to this game. The best part by far is the ship battles, and that's really enjoyable. Though the boarding animation is a huge miss because you can't actually board the ship and have a little battle. In fact, you can't seem to actually walk around anywhere except the main areas like the town. So by extension, you also don't have any personal weapons like a sword or pistol. The focus of the game is truly just the ship. Luckily, everything to do with the ship, like upgrading weapons, customizing, and ship battles is fun. But there wasn't a whole lot else to do in the time that I played. I'd say I liked the game for the most part, though that's my personal opinion. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you on the next one.